Dun. Where is Freeman? Freeman, Mr. Freeman. Chat, we are alive with the delays of time which have been hammered upon us like some kind of course. We are entering the review livestream which has been absent from this world for many decades, many months, many millennia. But in the end, we enter this world with a blast through helicopters and old train tracks and old trains and old cars and everything through. We push forward. Combine Elite can suck my big ice cream. That is what I can say. So, welcome chat to this interesting day, interesting topic, interesting whatever. Now, let us see who is inside the chat. Oh God. Everybody ran away. No, it's just you two being very smart. Caro is here. Hoffman, Leo Pavang, Jay Navarro, and Motor Bennett. Oh, also Sirius out there, and many others. I cannot list you all because we have to start from somewhere. Now, welcome everybody to the newcomers. What is going on? I will explain to you in few words. Epicness is going on. You don't need to have a concise summary. You have to just experience it. You don't go to the lake to think about what is going on. You just look at lake and you figure it out for yourself. The lake flows down and makes a river. Well, actually the river flows down and makes lake. Nevertheless, let's not get into the little details. Today's topic is, does Freeman have free will? We do not know if Freeman has free will or if he has not or has it. We have to figure out this. Oh, we have to figure out what we can't. Caro, we can't even start stream. Caro bombs us with 50 Czech dinars. I don't know what exactly they're called. The Czech thing. Please tell me it is year 2008 and Full Wife Consequences was just released. Carol, it is 2008, and YouTube is a better place where you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want in the freedom of your expression. There are incredibly beautiful games out there, and we are just expecting Half-Life 2 Episode 3. It's in the magazines, it's in the news, and we are just expecting it, and we will know it is happening. We are back in time and the freedom of the internet. We are in the Wild West of the internet, and everything is free, everything is unregulated. It is freedom that which has never been seen on this earth but back then, and back then is right now. Okay, Caro, Chad, I have to update the numbers. Caro, it's like you bombed me. I got bombed by Mr. Caro. Let's explode. Damn it. Okay, T9. No. Wait. 61. 61. We're losing the stroke, guys. So we just have to replace Big D quickly. Rush. Chat. I managed to replace Big D, and now we have to go to Bigger Goal. Oh, God damn it, little rocket man. Go away from me. 60. Holy ice cream. We are nearly there. We're gonna have enough for many lentils. Will we reach a lentil goal? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. We will see. Updated. Guys, we did it. Alright. I will always go in your live video, says Jay. And I will always deliver. Let us deliver more, Jay, for you and for all mankind, at least the Inlet's fan base. Is Gordon Freeman married? Asks Siri. By what we have seen in his locker inside Black Mesa, we could say that he even has a son. Somehow, though, I have no clue. And that could have been someone else's picture which he was holding hostage so he could get back his money or something in the Black Mesa facility. Maybe it's someone else's picture and he's trying to trade that for some currency in Black Mesa. Maybe he's trying to trade that picture so he could get his contract nullified and he can finally escape blasted facility. It is probably not his baby picture, it's probably someone else's, but that picture has value to someone else. And that is his leverage. Maybe. Maybe it could... Come on, Yoshikage, what you saying? It could be him. Do you have a picture of yourself as a baby in your bloody room? Come on. No. Chat, Does someone in here have a picture of them being a baby in their room, in their locker, on their workplace? What's up? So Jeb here gives me a suggestion about the stock picture in the locker room is that this is just the default picture that you get when buying a frame for pictures, and he just never bothered to, remove. I like that. I think it makes sense. He don't have time for that. He must make experimento or try to find a way out of Black Mesa. Hey, do you have any family members in your house? Because I saw someone behind you when you put live as a challenge of a P90. That is Mr. Jeb, who is animator of Inlet. And he right now is animating Vortigaunt. I'm not sure what it... Oi. Tune it down. This isn't for YouTube, alright? No, no, Jeb. No, you don't make those kind of animations. Alright? Alright? Clean it. Remove that. Move away. Move that thing away from him. Oi, cover it with something. Just cover it. No, don't put it in there. Cover that thing. All right. I know Vortigaunts are naked, but you don't have to go to such an extent. Move the camera away from there. Just put it move it up. Move it. No, Chad. All right, Chad. I know it's going up. Just move the camera up. All right. Siri. Wait. That's... What respectable Black Mesa employee keeps baby pictures of themselves? No, it's probably of their child, not themselves. But at the same time, I think that it's a stock picture. It's like highly likely, in my opinion. Gordon Freeman is the Zodiac killer. What the fuck? Okay, chat, we are being derailed. Oh, these crazy stuff, but it's interesting. It's interesting ideas, all right? All right, chat, let us establish... Wait, I haven't even announced this goddamn stream in the Discord. Okay, chat, let me just announce it to whoever is being lost in the time-space continue. Wait, what? Hey, why don't I see anything? Stupid Discord. All right. Does Freeman have free will? Yeah, come find right now. Haha, let's go. All right, chat, we've sent it, and now we can start establishing the point. Now, you could ask, Marcos, why did you choose out of everything to talk about this topic? Because it's a very curious and interesting one, which can even leak into our own question of even if we have free will. Before we get into there, and we explore the little intricacies, little details, little tiny cookie speckles, we have to see how Freeman started out. Many of you know how it happened, and the baby picture in his locker, but nevertheless, does Freeman have a free will? He has a wheel. No. Okay, chat. Who is Gordon Freeman? You all know Mr. Freeman is just a theoretical physicist, which in practice means he just stays in a room and writes about theory and solves very sophisticated equations. But in his contract, Freeman is unable to kind of leave Black Mesa facility just because of the amount of secrecy he has divulged himself into. Secrecy that the facility has given him upon this level 3 clearance. I think he has level 3 clearance. If somebody says he doesn't, don't say he doesn't. All right, so he has access to the facility. He's seen stuff. He can't just leave. In Freeman, you fool, we've established that he probably won't leave and that it's going to be a long time before he gets anywhere with his resignation. Now, Black Mesa facility is known to be a pretty garbage place in regards to safety of the employees working there. We've seen many hazards, lack of railing, radiation, and all kind of garbage flowing through tunnels and sewers and being dumped into the mines upon which it was built inside of. Now, you have the facility. You have Freeman. He's a theoretical physicist, yet he's been given the most ridiculous job, in my opinion. When we play Half-Life 1, we have the test chamber. Mr. Freeman is given the task of pushing manually inside the test chamber a cart which holds the damn crystal. In what kind of world are you given the manual labor in a world with robots where you see the bloody robots in beginning of game to push the goddamn cart manually in a radioactive test chamber? And you're a theoretical physicist. Can't they put anyone but you in there? Aren't you more valuable to the facility without a, tumor on your ass cheek? How many tumors on your ass do you want to have in your damn life? You are the brain. They can use a brawn to push cart, but no, they use you. In that case, Freeman, we pose the question, can Freeman say no to this opportunity of getting tumor on his ass cheek? Does he have the free will? Many would say he can just decline. Well, if he had free will, he could just leave the facility. This awful facility with lack of safety, disregarded safety. A facility where human life is measured in, I don't even know if it's properly measured in anything. Radiation everywhere. There is no safety. Human life is kind of regarded as just a resource in Black Mesa. Because all in all, they're sending people to Zen. They have turrets everywhere. It's dangerous. And then they use highly trained professionals to push a bloody cart into a radioactive test chamber. You could say, yes, why the theoretical physicist must go into the test chamber, chat? Alright. Carol. Black Mesa was founded in 1917 and slowly grew with funding from the CIA. Hassan has come here on time. Freeman started there as an intern, so grunt work like pushing a cart is normal at the time. Of course it's normal. It's just a question of why would you put a scientist to do the grunt work? Come on, an intern? He has been there for a long time. It's not been a year. Freeman hasn't been there for 1 year. What do you mean, how do I know? Gordon Freeman, what was it? Contract. Chat, since I'm not 100% sure since I was asked the question, I need you to tell me for how long he has been working there before the accident happened. Alright? Let's see. Formal letter. So, year 2000. So he has been accepted in Black Mesa, year 2000. May 5th, 2000, and we don't even know. Alright? So for how long has Freeman been working inside Black Mesa facility? Come on, Freeman's been there for quite some time. When did the resonance cascade? Black Mesa resonance cascade. Which year happened? Oh, you don't even know the year. Oh, come on, he's been there. He knows Barney. He knows the facility. Let's see if anybody knows. He's 27, so he just started. Are you sure? Well, the computer's Half-Life 2 are socket 939 boards from 2003-2004. So he worked there for around 3-4 years. I think he worked there more than at least 1 or 2 years. It's like you can't just say, he came there and worked for a year. So if the guy has been there for several years, why would he be doing the grunt work? Do interns do grunt work for 2 to 4 to 5 years? Of course not. And he's also a brain. He's supposed to figure out equations, work on specialized equipment. What's a specialized equipment of pressing a button in test chamber and pushing cart? There is nothing special about that. Barty says the most dangerous thing about Black Mesa is the lack of donuts and the excessive amount of ties. Yeah, it's like all these ties, they just choke people to death. People lose their lives in the war with the ties. This is the war on ties. Scientists are gathering around together, signing petition to administrator to tell him to put the tie up his pipe dream. That is what it is. Now, Freeman's been working there for some time. We get that. He's been put in to do work which is dangerous, hazardous, and I don't think he kind of wants to do that.
to put himself in such danger. The question is, what happens if he declines? Will he be put somewhere else? Will he be put inside the sewers to clean up radioactive leaks? Will he be sent down into Dark Mesa to deal with the prison? Okay, this is we kind of diverge ourselves. Will he be made to do the most awful work in the facility if he doesn't accept this job? And in this case, we could say he has a choice. But does he really have a choice to choose from, okay, I go to this test chamber, maybe I get a promotion, maybe I get my resignation? Do I decline and I go down in the trash part of the facility where I have to deal with radiation? And who knows what else down there is inside facility? Will I get relocated into even worse parts of the facility? Because level 3 is not exactly the worst part of the facility. I think it's a pretty good part he has put himself into. And so the test happens. And everything goes to the crapper. Everything turns black. The facility melts away. The facility is destroyed. Gordon Freeman tries to escape, which is like he doesn't have a choice again. He just has to survive. His only choice is to keep going, keep pushing through blood, gore, and all kinds of disgusting sewer puke. He gets somewhere. He's pushed into decisions he doesn't have power over. He can't just say, I don't want to do this anymore. He can't just forfeit the battle. He must go onwards. What's up here? What if the resonance cascade is just another day at Black Mesa? How do we know it isn't? Maybe it happens every weekend. Maybe it's already been happened. Maybe it has already happened. You know, a year ago, half a year ago, 1 week ago. They've already been testing these portal technologies. We've seen in Opposing Force in Blue Shift. Also in Half-Life 1, we've seen the test laboratories, the experiments of teleportation. The amount of dead people in Zen that have died at the hands of the aliens, the research teams, all this death. And this is what we see. It's like there is no safety. It's so dangerous as hell. You went there to be a theoretical physicist. You didn't go there to shoot aliens. You didn't go there to go into radioactive test chambers and push carts. You did there to do work that you were trained for, which was work on teleportation and not be a rabbit, a hamster. You're not supposed to be some kind of test subject. You are the subject, the test subjects. But no, they turned you into a guinea pig. Now you're their guinea pig, the Black Mesa guinea pig. Freeman is the guinea pig. He is the test subject. The effects of radiation upon the human body and the betterment of the HEV suit. Oh, sorry, Mr. Freeman, it leaked. You're gonna probably die and there's gonna be a big tumor on your ass cheek, just so you know. Thank you. Here's your check, you know, because you went for all this trouble. We're gonna give you $100 bonus. And a free burger at our local cafeteria. They're usually frozen, but don't worry. We will unfreeze it for you and cook it to perfection. Maybe it's frozen for a few decades. But you shouldn't worry for that. Maybe it's even headcrab meat in those burgers. I don't know. The reason he is pushing the cart is that he can make safe observation. Plus, there is a computer equipment in the test chamber and he's well protected. Carol? What is he observing in the test chamber? Like, seriously. It's like, what can he really observe? He goes very close to the beam. He presses a button. Meanwhile, in the beginning of the game, we see giant robots moving with giant crates. Or giant robots going into the radioactive spillage. Why is there even radioactive containers in the first place that are spilling radiation in front of the transit system? Gordon already has been dosed with lethal amounts of radiation just going through the green sludge in the beginning of the game. What is there to observe? Can't you put cameras? There's already the observation port. Don't they have zoom in, zoom out and stuff like that? They have all these robots and he has to push the cart. It makes no sense whatsoever. Unless they're testing the HEV suit and trying to make upgrades. That's why I'm saying he's a test subject. They didn't know it was going to explode and cause resonance cascade. They've already done this test before in the test chamber. This isn't the first time. It isn't. And it wasn't supposed to be the last time. Black Mesa's competitor was Aperture, and they were pretty horrible with their staff, so Black Mesa being similar makes sense. Aperture is awful. Like, they were taking people and were testing the gels on them, and these gels were from moon rocks or who knows what. So it was lethal, and they were giving $60 to these people. And suddenly, the boss man, Cave Johnson, dies from the moon rocks. So think about all the test subjects that went through Aperture who are dead. Now think about all the dead staff members who are dead because they put the damn Caroline in the AI, and they dead because of that. It's like Aperture is awful, Black Mesa is awful. They are all testing. Everybody testing. Come right now, everybody, grab together and let's test our employees to death. Let's make tumors grow on top of them. Let's make cancer be the number one casualty in facility. That's how it. That's what happens, Chad. That's what happens. And whatever you say can't change my opinion that they couldn't have automated the stupid card that would have been pushed into the resonance, into the machine inside the test chamber. It's impossible. This is a person with a PhD. This isn't a bachelor. This isn't. How could you say a PhD is an intern in the first place? A PhD intern? You what? Is there such a thing? A PhD intern? Jeb doesn't know either. If I have a PhD, you have to make me CEO. What's wrong with you? It's like, I must be professor. I need to teach the class if I have PhD. If you're a PhD, why waste your time being an intern? You don't. Chat, let me just check the microphone. I'm kind of scared about the volume. I'm paranoid about this damn volume. Oh my god. So levels? No, levels? Okay, it's good. Not on the screen. Yes, Siri, I won't go to Aperture. Yes, we're just trying to establish facts. And everything points towards that Freeman, whatever he chooses, it always is not in his own. It's not something he wants to do. It's always against. It kind of goes against what he wants to do. He gets sent to do stupid work. He has a PhD. He's supposed to be a high-level scientist working on important things and not pushing cards and touching buttons. All right? He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator nothing will go wrong. And then the accident happens. And then Freeman has to fight for his life for Black Mesa. He can't exactly escape Black Mesa because he's going to be killed by the government which paid his salary. Then he has to send rockets into space. Then he has to establish connection, reactivate the reactor and teleport himself to Zen so he could stop the invasion. Is it something that he wants to do, chat? Does Gordon Freeman go to Zen because he wants to do that? Is it something that he has been dreaming about as he was sleeping in the Black Mesa dormitories? Or he got pretty much effed up? Do you see correlation with free will here? Him being sent to Zen, and Zen was already kind of destabilized by the previous HEV people that were people were sent to Zen to fix the problem already. So in a way, Gordon Freeman was the last piece of the puzzle that broke the camel's back. There's such an idiom anyways. Nihilanth wasn't defeated just because Gordon was overpowered. Things were already set in place for Nihilanth to fall. Gordon Freeman had enough supplies to survive and reach Nihilanth. Gordon Freeman had found enough supplies to defeat Nihilanth. If the people that went to Zen hadn't went to Zen, he wouldn't have enough ammunition, he wouldn't have enough recharges for his suit, and he would have died. There would be more Zen creatures, there would be more controllers, there would be more hostile creatures. So Freeman defeating Nihilanth wasn't something that he did on his own.
It was combined effort of whole facility which was sent
to defeat, to stop this contamination. Hassan says the internship makes sense because Black Mesa was the best private applied science facility at the time, so they were being very exclusive. Hassan, he's a PhD. It took him probably 8 years to get to this stage. You don't become an intern if you've got a PhD. That's, I mean, if you can show me such a thing, all right. I can't find such a thing. I've seen if you've got a master's, if you've got a bachelor's degree, all right, you can be an intern. But a PhD? No way. High-level companies treat employees like trash. What else is new? Yes, but would they treat a PhD like trash? Probably in Black Mesa they would. How can Freeman HEV store so many weapons? That's the only question I have for the HEV. Oh, you know, he attaches something to the left. You see, it's on the picture. Oh, where did I put? It's on the picture here. He just put something here. He put something there. And the HEV suit is pretty heavy. He can handle it. Huh? Yeah, Jeb says, hide yourself.
Insulting.
Wait, where's the big D?
I have failed my life.
See that? So he just attaches stuff to his arms, to his legs.
But when suit power drains, then he falls to floor and he's eaten by cockroaches because he cannot move. Rest in pepperino, Mr. Freeman.
All right, let's put ourselves back in. Why did the big D run away?
I am sorry to everybody, Caro. I am sorry. I think I messed something up.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Markovas, you stupid monkey! You deserve to be in zoo. Where is Big D?
I have replaced the big D with something incomprehensible to human brain, humankind. So I haven't replaced. Jesus Christ, I'm such a monkey.
Go! I've been running naked all this time. I should be ashamed of myself. All right, everything is good now. Tap.
Now, Freeman defeats Nihilanth with the combined efforts of the facility. And then finally, he has he's still screwed up, but he has in a way the choice. And yet that choice again is taken away by G-Man, who grabs him. He pretty much snatches him from Zen. And he gives him an offer he can't refuse. Fight me or join me. And Freeman's like, is there really a choice for me? Die or live. And even if he lives, it's not on his own terms. It's not in his own terms. It's on the terms of those who control him, of those who have control over his life, of those who dictate his future. In this case, G-Man's employers. It's not G-Man, it's G-Man's employers. They write down what's going to happen. Kara says PhD internships are common in various universities and for research. But you're saying that you can be an intern in a university. Of course, the PhDs I know were not interns and just became teachers. They became assistant teachers. Assistants? They became assistants to the professors. Is that an intern? Or you're just a teacher? Since PhDs usually have not much real-life experience, they have mostly academic background. Yeah, but, okay, but would you be put to scrub toilets like in Black Mesa? Okay, go push the car. After more than several years of working there. I don't think so. But it's just what Freeman could get, which wouldn't punish him to go scrub toilets, which probably they would make him do. And now, Freeman again is without choice. He's been put in stasis. He has made the choice. But at the same time, all of the choices he could have ever made were taken from him, from the surroundings of Black Mesa, of Zen, of this new stasis world he was sent into and put in frozen in time. Push forward several years into the future. Earth is taken over by the Combine. They have established the Empire and are draining Earth dry.
Citadel has been built. Things are happening. People are being oppressed. Combine is trying to
acquisition human race for the Empire. And suddenly, G-Man's employers find new fruit that they could grab from the tree. So they want to destabilize Earth and put all eyes upon that planet. So they can do their plays on the side of the road and do whatever they want to do to destabilize the Union and get power for themselves. That's pretty much the only thing G-Man's employers want to do. And also G-Man's employers could be part of the damn Combine. Why in Black Mesa there are so many medical stations for HEV, but none for staff who do not wear an HEV? GTX Gaming, I think that these medical stations can be used by non-HEV staff. But you pose a good question.
Why on earth are there so many medical stations? What the F is going on in this blasted facility?
I understand that you cannot use the charging station, just like in Blue Shift where you're Barney Calhoun. Barney only wears Kevlar, he doesn't wear an HEV, so he can only use the medical stations.
But why are there so many medical stations riddled across whole facility?
Because this facility is dangerous. I thought a lot about G-Man and his motives, says Hassan. I realized that G-Man does not work for the Combine, but for another group similar to the Combine that we still don't know about. Hassan, the thing is, you could be correct, but at the same time, it could be a group that already works for the Combine, but is secretly trying to undermine their efforts so they could climb up to power. Which, in my opinion, makes sense, because they have a lot of information and they can push a lot of buttons. And you can't do that on your own. Unless you're very powerful, but you'd be very powerful just by being part of the Combine. But being part of the Combine doesn't mean that you share their views. So you're secretly sabotaging them. Just like we see in Half-Life 2. Just like we see in Half-Life 1. Zen. They want to take... These employers want to disrupt Zen so the Combine can invade Zen and through these teleportation issues invade Earth. Why? They probably don't like Zen. There's probably things they also like to take from Zen. What about Earth? Earth is a pretty nice place. The only reason the Combine would invade Zen, well, is to take the crystals, obviously. But if they also know that there is Earth, they would be pretty happy to push there as well and take the resources. Like how there is Black Mesa and Aperture. There is the Combine and another group. The G-Man works for the other group. Not the Combine, says Hassan. That's why Freeman is used to destabilize the Combine. Hassan, we don't know if in Half-Life 1 G-Man was sent by the employers or the Combine. Thing is, he could have been sent by the Combine, but at the same time, he is sabotaging things along the way, as he's also working for his employers, with whom could be part of that Combine as well. You could be saying, what are you saying? Double agent. We already talked about that in the previous streams. G-Man could be very well a double agent, and why not? And how would we know? At least without the information that Valve has not given us. G-Man is an opportunist. He takes opportunities wherever he finds them. He wants also to survive and at the same time have infinite power that can only be harvested through entering a black hole and exploding in it. Let's nullify that. Alright, so chat, Half-Life 2 starts. Freeman again is taken away from Stasis, and he again does not have the choice to walk off and live his own life. He is put into City 17, and what is he supposed to do about that? He's put exactly at the entry of City 17. He's not registered. He doesn't have identification or a number. It is obvious he's gonna go to Nova Prospect. Where else would he go? So in a way, he's put into a position from which he cannot escape. Why wouldn't he be put outside City 17 so he would have the choice to go to City 17 or not, or just live his life? He doesn't have the free will. And then as he progresses through City 17 and everything goes wrong, by the way, him getting teleported to Breen's office is pretty much, I think, G-Man's doing. Because, come on, the teleporter is experiencing unexpected interference. You what? And that unexpected interference teleports Gordon Freeman into Breen's office.
Yeah, it is so lucky. It's like a Lamara programmed teleporter to teleport Freeman into Breen's office.
Everybody's pushing the buttons of Freeman doing everything wrong and causing the most chaos on Earth. Causing as much chaos as possible on Earth and destabilizing everything. And it's none of that in Freeman's own volition. Freeman doesn't choose to do this. Everybody else chooses for him. He does not have any kind of saying over his own fate. The only thing he has to say for is to survive, which means kill, which means to kill everything that tries to kill him. That's the only choice he can make. Everything else is made for him. Look at this situation. You are Gordon Freeman, and the only thing you can do is survive. Everything else is already being dictated for you, and you have zero saying to do anything about it. Do you know when Gordon Freeman actually has the freedom to do something which is different than everything he's been doing? When the Vortigaunts sever the control. When the Vortigaunts sever the control. When they stop G-Man from being able to dictate Freeman's fate. That is only when Freeman actually has the ability to be free. I'm pretty sure the medical suit has like a syringe that injects you. Dumb Animal says that. I didn't call you a dumb animal, just your bloody name. Why did you call yourself Dumb Animal? G-Man is Nihilant species, possibly last one that is free of the Universal Union. Carol? That could be true. Nihilant knows G-Man, because the quote is, "He is no man. You are man, but he is no man." That's from Big Boy Nihilant. He says that. The likeliness of being the same species? I don't know. I mean, aren't they using Nihilant in a way? Haven't they just taken Nihilant's skin and attached it to a robotic body? It's kind of huge. So you're saying that G-Man could be a shapeshifter? No, he is a shapeshifter. But yeah, he could definitely be part of the Zen species. But at the same time, maybe the Zen species, chat, were part of the not the Zen species, the controllers, right? Because Vortigaunts are, I think Vortigaunts were natively part of Zen, but the controllers were probably part of the Combine in a way. Probably. Why am I saying that? Because Nihilant was part of the Combine. He is an experiment gone wrong. Experiment which managed to free itself and dictate its own fate, his own fate. So controllers could be more likely part of the Combine. Or another world. They just managed to escape the Combine and go to Zen. Take over dominion over Zen and use it. G-Man is just a businessman who has power, and thus he can hire anyone to do things. Is he hiring people, Siri? Or he's just forcing them to do his bidding? Or his employers? What Gordon Freeman has freed? Vortigaunts. Yeah, Gordon Freeman pretty much gave Vortigaunts their freedom. And in return, the Vortigaunts tried to give Gordon Freeman his own freedom. The thing that went wrong in all this is that even if he was free, he had to escape the circumstances, which was the Citadel's meltdown in episode 1. And after he escaped that, he went to White Forest and had to defend the base from the Combine. But I think that in episode 1 and episode 2, he actually tasted some amount of freedom. But at the same time, he had the responsibility to try and preserve the human race in a way. He couldn't walk away. Why does this monitor keep going down? He couldn't just walk away. He couldn't just decide to leave and have his own life. This is impossible. And in my opinion, this is why, in just concluding it, Freeman has no free will. But you know what? Nobody has free will. Do you think G-Man has free will? Do you think Nihilanth had free will? Anything you do can be predicted. Anything your reactions can be predicted. Your choices can be predicted. The only way you can be unpredictable is if you become someone else, or if you, on purpose, go against those predictable decisions. I'm going to give you an example. To everybody who's watching, can you right now be able to grab your keyboard and break it in two? And you'd be like, Markovas, are you stupid? Are you stupid? You look stupid. You sound stupid. You want me to break keyboard? How about I break keyboard all over your head? I will do that. Listen, you think right now I'd be able to break my keyboard in two? Maybe, if there was a point to it. But if I break it right now, then tomorrow I have to buy another one. So in regards to me trying to, save on finances, I wouldn't do that. If I was very angry, maybe I would break it, but then I would regret it. In regards to free will, my predictable results would be, when I have normal temper and I'm not angry, I will definitely not touch that damn keyboard because I need it. If I am angry, my predictable result is that I could potentially break the keyboard. And it's this predictability which dictates that free will is an illusion. Because what is free will? If you have free will, then even when you're angry, even if you're calm, you should be able to break the keyboard, because what does it matter? But the only reason you're not going to break it is because you're rational and you understand the consequences of your actions. So those consequences, those concepts that you have in your head, are preventing you from acting. Would I jump from the window right now and fly? I have free will. I should be able to jump from my window and be able to fly. But no, I'm gonna fall down and get wrecked by reality. And my free will of wanting to do whatever I want is dictated by my understanding of reality. So no way in hell would I be able to do what I personally would want. And I will always be able to be predicted. And all my actions would be predictable of what I would do, how would I react. In regards to Freeman and everything that has happened to him, all these circumstances around him predict the outcome of his decisions. In many cases, he is pushed into decisions he has zero control over. His environment and the people who want to put him in those environments. Caro says, I can break keyboard. Caro, the only reason you'd break the keyboard is so you can post it on Discord and prove me wrong. But at the same time, you have not proven me wrong because you have broken your keyboard with the intention of proving me wrong. Is that free will or just predictable result? It's like, see what I'm saying? The predictable result is you want to prove me wrong, which is the predictable result. Game over. What is there else to say? But would you break the keyboard if you didn't want to prove me wrong? Of course not. Why would you do that? I think that Vortigaunts just using Freeman for their own purpose. Yadun, of course the Vortigaunts are using Freeman. They want to use Freeman to they want him as an ally. Because Freeman is a powerful ally. He is the poster boy of freedom for all Vortigaunt kind. He is the one free man that freed them all. But jokes on them is that he's not really he's not a free man. Pretty much is it a dichotomy? Let me check. We got the damn. Can I say it's a dichotomy of his name? No, I can't say that. I can't say that. Hassan says, his existence is that of an intern. He has no free will. He must follow orders of his superiors, and he is treated like trash. There is no other option. Well, sure, we can label him as an intern. Yeah, sure, Hassan. Grigori has free will. You know damn well he loves to stay in Ravenholm. Grigori owns Ravenholm. Grigori is the only person, his person, who has his own free will to do as he pleases. His fellow friends and citizens are dead. He will turn them back. He will give them life back again by pushing all those headcrabs to graveyard. And his dead fellow friends will be revived and join his cult. Why? Sujeb says, who else has free will other than Father Grigori? Everyone else is tied down to something and can't exactly go against their understandings. Because when you go against how have you established your brain, it doesn't make sense. But Father Grigori, in a way, he has lost his mind. And he's actually doing... what he's doing, he believes in it. But at the same time, that's the thing with free will. Can he decide to stop doing what he's doing? Like that. Can Grigori just snap his fingers and stop doing what he's doing? And just change immediately? Just like... Can you guys do that? Just snap your fingers and become a different person. If you had free will, you should be able to do that. So if Grigori believes in this greater purpose and in the light and in God, does he really have free will? Can you snap your fingers, become something else? You can't. Which means that our free will is illusion. We have a degree of control, but we never have full control. That control is dictated by our surroundings, just like with Freeman and just like with Grigori. Let's go up a little bit. Half of Zen creatures might be... Half of Zen creatures might have fled to their new home called Earth, while other half might have been modified by the Combine to be... Syriat in gaming? Zen was definitely taken by the Combine and just... The animals were turned into soldiers. 100%. The grunts were already ready for being soldiers. They grabbed them all. Grab them all. Make them into soldiers. Ironic that his name is Freeman, says Baghead. Yeah, it is ironic. Because he's anything but free. He's anything but free. Carol said, a few chats up, G-Man is using human form because that will look better when interacting with humans. Yeah, otherwise who's gonna trust him? If he looks like his normal self, would he be able to really negotiate that well? But it doesn't matter. Even if he doesn't, even if he didn't look like a human, would still be able to just force people to do things. But it's less likely that he would be able to exert this pressure, because if you see this alien telling you what to do, you would probably do the opposite because you're bloody terrified. I would be terrified. I see a creature that is not human and telling me what to do. I take whatever I can. I take rock and smack it over here. It's like, kill. Caro, man, if you post this thing in Discord, man, don't bloody do it, okay? I think you would, but don't do it. I know you want to prove wrong, but don't do it. Man is using human form because... Yeah. He's very uncomfortable with his style as well. Yeah, he's uncomfortable with being in this body, but... He has to be. If not, then his agenda will not be so flawless. The illusion of free choice. But even G-Man has the illusion of choice. Because who gives G-Man the orders? Does G-Man gives his own orders? Or he listens to the man above? Or the alien above? Even G-Man has no free will. Can he just snap and do whatever he wants? even if he has more freedom, he still has the set goals that he has to accomplish. He can't just say no. It doesn't matter how he proceeds of accomplishing them, he must accomplish them. It's as if none of us have this free will that we're talking about. It's not just Freeman. Even the Combine overlords don't have the free will because they have to abide with the Empire. They can't just start doing whatever they want with the Empire because they'll just get overthrown. The citizens of the Empire will rebel. Those that support those in power will stop supporting them, and this power will cease. Everything is just governed by our surroundings. Kind of interesting if you think about it. It'd be pretty fun if we just able to snap our fingers and free will. That doesn't work like that. Everything is sophisticated. But then we'd have full control if we could just change things on a whim. We wouldn't be... If we could just change like this, we wouldn't be grounded to beliefs that are harming us. We wouldn't have the weight around us. We would be able to change for the better. Of course, you could say for the worse, but are we going to be looking at things pessimistic? We're going to look at things with optimism. We could just snack our fingers and become better people. That's beautiful. That is a goal that mankind should look forward to. But with our biology, the limitation of our biology, this allows us to do any such feats of progress. And we will be stuck with our mechanism, which dictates surroundings are our will. The surroundings are our own will, and our will be executed through our surroundings. Just like with Freeman, just like with Grigori, just like with our own self. But that should not make us falter forward as we look for the future and try and find the best path for us, since we understand the mechanisms that govern will. Our free will. And if we understand that, all it takes is to change the mindset, change the surroundings, move forward, climbing the highest peaks, and accomplishing the biggest feats. For all we are capable and not incapable. In strength, we look at ourselves and we trust in ourselves. For Freeman trusts in himself, and even through his limited understanding of how he can break away from this vicious cycle, he is given opportunities. He is given the tools to bring salvation to himself and finally find solace from this repetitive cycle of violence, destruction, degradation, apocalyptic calamities, which is similar words, but take it as you will. And as we read in Epistle 3 by Mr. Mark, I think Mark, was it Mark Lidlow? Mark Lidlow. Epistle 3, I think it's Mark. Is it Mark or Mars? Mark Laidlaw. As he wrote in Epistle 3, Gordon Freeman finally came back to Earth. And this, what was it? This was his final, god damn it. Let me just find the final words, I really like them. Chat, I will give you the last words of Half-Life 2, Episode 3. Let's go. Yours, expect no further correspondence from me regarding these matters. This is my final epistle. Yours in infinite finality. Gordon Freeman, PhD. For that, Freeman finally found his cue. He finally found his exit. He finally found it in himself and surroundings that he could walk away and live his life however he wanted to. Put down the crowbar, and in this decaying world of Earth, which was no longer governed by the Combine, he didn't even know it was governed by anymore. Freeman walked away, and he could actually now call himself free. For he understood that he had given his all, And now it was time for his deserved rest.
Chat, we ended this beautifully. Beautifully.
That is why Gordon Freeman has no free will and never will. But that is not inherently bad. That is not bad. Until it is bad when you don't understand it. But when you accept it and move on, that is good. And that is what Freeman did. He fought, he gave so much sacrifice, and he finally found his own freedom, which was found at Epistle 3. You could say, oh, it's not canon. This is the writer of Half-Life. Whatever you say, it's canon. The writer of Half-Life finished the story with Freeman's departure, final freedom. His freedom. I'm not saying he still has free will, but it doesn't matter. In the end, he was free. Chat, what do you think? Let me just go through some stuff.
Chat, you keep talking about G-Man. This isn't about G-Man.
The dude 907. Half-Life Alyx happened says.
Half-Life Alyx, come on, what the?
Half-Life Alyx is something written not by the original writer of Half-Life. Half-Life Alyx is something entirely different. Time travel and changing the future. The future? Come on. No. The moment you have time travel, I pretty much just walk away from that. It's like it wasn't written by the original writer. It's like they took this route because I'm not even sure why they took this route with Half-Life Alyx. They could have just they could have just done episode 3 and everybody would have been so happy. But no, they had to make Alyx.
Oh, time travel. The ending of episode 2 never happened.
Episode 2 was the most gut-wrenching ending in the world for me. Sad. And at the same time, it had so much power. So much things to unravel. No, it never happened.
What the fuck? Shut. What are you saying? It never happened. I saw it with my eyes. You're saying you can change the future?
I don't agree with that. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me. What's the point of that? You can't just take something that was so strong for an effect for everybody, for all of us. You can't just take all of that and just throw it out the window and say it never happened. That's BS.
I say it's BS.
Guys, what do you think? Marco just spoiled.
What? Caro, I haven't spoiled anything. What's that? What have I spoiled? For me, Half-Life Alyx never happened.
It didn't happen. It's like, why would it happen? Why would it happen? It's oh, dude, 907, Half-Life Alyx is a great game. I mean, in terms of VR, beautiful. In terms of story, I go to sewers in Black Mesa and take a trip down the radioactive lake. But to those who were spoiled the ending, I haven't spoiled anything, actually. Wait, have I spoiled anything?
For those who have been spoiled, at least now you will not be disappointed.
But the question is, wait, what?
Caro, you haven't played Half-Life Alyx?
You... Sorry?
I haven't played Half-Life Alyx and I know everything about it.
It's like, I don't have VR. Caro, you should play Half-Life Alyx. I'm disappointed heavily in the story. I haven't exactly spoiled it, so don't worry about that. But yeah, it's kind of trash for me. The ending was kind of trash. I mean, it was beautiful. It just the storytelling was kind of... Seriously. But otherwise, you must play it.
You must play it!
Because as the dude says, it was a damn good game and it should be played. I apologize for the spoilers, but I was emotional and angry and...
I flew off Hando. I flew off Hando and pretty much jumped over the railroad.
Is Freeman leading resistance to freedom? That has nothing. Siriatan Gaming, Freeman isn't even leading the resistance. He's made into the poster boy of the resistance. The resistance, they are leading themselves. Freeman is just walking around. He's trying to figure out where he's supposed to even go. He's not nobody's leader, actually. They just follow him. But at the same time, they make their own decisions. So he's only a leader in regards to... He's only a leader in regards to just being public opinion. He's actually doesn't have... He has zero control of what they do. And what they do is only... It's like whatever they do, it's on their own volition. Freeman doesn't have actual control over it. Unless we talk about Nova Prospect, where he just blows up the thing. Hembutman says, my PC can't even run Black Mesa on no one's specs. I can never play that game.
That is why you just watch gameplay.
Oh, of course, experiencing in VR is it's probably beautiful, but it's for those who have VR.
Caro, you have VR. You have to experience it.
Doesn't it work? So it only works best with the Valve Index, I guess. And it sucks. Somebody asks, what happened to Shepard? Shepard. I don't know. He's still in stasis. Out somewhere. He's still in that helicopter. And his fate is unknown. But he has as much as free will as Freeman had. 0. He has 0 free will. But Shepard, as an asset, he'd be crazy. Because he's actually a trained professional. He's a killer. He's not like Gordon Freeman. If you've played Opposing Force, this damn game is so hard. Shepard has been through hell compared to Gordon Freeman. Nothing compared to Gordon Freeman. Shepard walked through hell and survived. And Shepard would have been a great asset. I'm not sure why. It's like Valve could, even if they milked the Half-Life franchise, would we say no to that? Chat, would you have enjoyed having many Half-Life games with Barney, with Shepard, with Freeman? Not just what we got, but more. We could have had the Father Grigori storyline. Things were just scrapped. Simply because,
oh, EA milks games, so this is bad decision.
It's a really bad decision. People want Half-Life, but it's just like, oop. Stan says yes.
I say yes as well, but they give me Half-Life Alyx. I am disappointed.
In regards to the storyline. In regards to how it handles, I'm astounded. Blue Shift was too short. I think Blue Shift was in a way more casual because it wasn't exactly, the point wasn't to have Barney go through hell. Barney was a side character, which means Barney's tribulations were way smaller. He didn't have to fight through hell. Barney only had to fight for survival. And I think it's a nice game. It's short, it's not that hard, but it's pretty nice. It just explores this part of Black Mesa. But Opposing Force, hard as F. Pretty damn hard. Sometimes it even frustrated me when I played Opposing Force. Like, seriously frustrated me. Like, I bashed my desk, frustrated me.
Caro says, no crappy HO games. Caro, Father Grigori HO game was going to be beautiful.
I actually saw the demo. It was pretty crazy. But they scrapped. That studio that were making the Father Grigori game, they had so much desire and so much motivation to make it. And then they were just, you see this? You see this big arm?
Shlapam! Free will out of your window. Shlap your free will.
Gabe said that when they make a new Half-Life game, they also want to push new boundaries. We will make a new Half-Life Alyx. It's gonna be called Half-Life Alyx, and we will screw up the storyline so much that you will enjoy everything you see. But they did push new boundaries, so alright with that. Next stream, what happened to Bonnie and the other 3 scientists after Blue Shift? Oh, Siri. They survived. Question is, what happened with this damn Rosenberg? He's so annoying. He can't run. Every time Rosenberg tries to run, he's like, oh, Cahoon. Oh, wait, Cahoon, I can't go any further. I have to rest, Cahoon. Oh. It's like all these damn noises want you to beat him up with a big fat leg from a soldier you've killed. They released the Black Mesa Blue Shift demo. I actually saw part of that. I'm not sure about it. It's like, chat, do graphics really matter? Like, on a serious note, do graphics really matter? I played Opposing Force, and I didn't care about the graphics. I think it looked awesome. So, why would you remake the whole Blue Shift experience for the sole purpose of having it better looking? Just a question. Just a question. Do you really need better graphics? Does Minecraft need RTX on to be Minecraft? No? Yes? Yes? What? I can't hear you. Oh, that's what you mean. All right.
Pizza delivery. Resti in peperino, caro. How many peperino?
When democracy disagrees, you ignore democracy. Oh, shit. Pretty much 2020 in a nutshell and 21.
I like your haircut, yes, Derpiegman. My haircut, it is DIY. Ho ho ho. Best haircut is a free haircut.
Of course, I'm not sure if you are joking with me. It's like, I'm not sure if there's a double meaning in that, but
whatever the case, it is good haircut.
Graphics don't matter, says Zoe.
My man. Or gal, whichever it is, I don't know.
Rosenberg is an old man. Yeah, he's a bloody old man. But come on, he's war. There is war.
You have to run. If you don't run, you die. And if you die, you get eaten. No burial, no cremation. Do you understand what that means for you? You become sustenance.
Which is a positive thing.
But you don't like it. Because you are devout Christian. You must be buried. It is no going around that. There is no escape route. The only route is to survive. So run, Mr. Old Rosenberg. I do not care how many steps you will climb down. You will persevere against all these odds. And we together will escape facility.
Oh no, Cahoon, I can't go any further. Shoots him. Jesus Christ. Gordon Freeman has to kill millions of Combine and save millions of lives. Millions? I'm not sure if it's millions, but probably with Epistle 3, how he just blows up that whole outpost. He probably kills a lot of Combine with that. But yeah, there is no option. If you have to take a life to save many lives, I guess that's a decision you gotta make. It's not right, but it just has to be taken. It's just like with the damn trolley experiment. So Freeman has to kill Combine in order to save people. It's not good, but it's the only way. Of course, there might be another way, but in that split-second decision, there is no time to think about it. You talking as if Black Mesa was just a graphic update, says Ham the Bump Man. Oh, Ham the Bump Man, what is Black Mesa? I mean, in regards to the AI, does it really offer something way more sophisticated than Half-Life 1? In terms of graphics, yeah, it offers way better graphics. But what else does it offer? Does it offer a new storyline? Storyline is the same. It offers better sound design, 100%. It offers better sequences, better animations, 100%. But under all of that, what more does it offer? I mean, the Zen experience was crazy, the things they did. And I think that Half-Life 1 Zen was like, sure, you see, sure, that is Half-Life 1 Zen. Black Mesa Zen is beautiful. In regards to gameplay, I was a bit disappointed though. Because there were just too many damn puzzles. And it felt like there was not enough combat. In Half-Life 1, you're constantly fighting things. In Black Mesa Zen, I just experienced a lot of puzzles. And for a moment, it's like I got bored playing the damn puzzles. Most exciting parts were the combat. Because you gotta move, you gotta kill, you gotta think fast. But the puzzles, where's the fun in a puzzle? Especially if the puzzle doesn't offer enough variety. It's like it kind of becomes the same thing. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But graphically, it was beautiful. 100%. And yet, does it offer that much more than Half-Life 1? I just ask. I don't know. I don't think graphics make a game. If that's a question you posed to me. And Bumman. It has a lot of stuff from the scrapped Half-Life Alpha. What does it have more? Like mechanics? You should tell me, because I don't know. Yeah, dude. Pretty much. Winged Stardust. Hey, you're the guy that made that thing, aren't you? Winged Stardust. Which guy, which thing? It's a very specific question, and I'm giving a specific question myself. What do you think about other Valve IPs, the Dude 907? Well, most of other Valve IPs are just mods that they took. I guess Left 4 Dead wasn't something they took, but Portal was something they just took. Day of Defeat was something they took. Team Fortress was Counter-Strike, Dota, everything they just took it, right? And yeah, they're awesome. They're definitely one of a well-polished game that they made was Portal 2. That thing is just beautiful. Team Fortress 2, you all know about TF2. I don't need to say anything further for that. It's the hat simulator, which will forever be ingrained in my memory. Counter-Strike, classic. Left 4 Dead, I kind of think Left 4 Dead is beautiful. But number 2, number 1, I'm not. I guess Left 4 Dead 2 is kind of better for me. The best Valve game? Do I need to say it? Do I need to say which is best Valve game? This channel is about best Valve game. Half-Life. Oh, which one? 1 and 2. Half-Life Source. Don't make me laugh and die. I don't want to die. Hello, DJ. How you doing? But if we compare 1 and 2, I'd say number 2. Oh, Vanduria says Artifact. Yes, Artifact is best Valve game. Every time I wake up, I check news for Artifact. Apparently, it is free to play and it's being discontinued. It's like, rest in peace, Artifact. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The best Valve game is Ricochet. That thing has such mechanics that you've never seen in the world. It's like nobody has repeated these mechanics. It's so good that people are afraid to attempt to recreate the Ricochet game. Because it's so hard. It is impossible. It's so good, just people are afraid to play it. It's like if they play it, they will be never able to experience a game and like a game. Because Ricochet will be the top of the ladder. Everything else will be so bad. They will always feel sad. They will always feel enraged. They will always feel like something is missing from their heart. Which they can only replace with Ricochet. Why Gordon has no mercy to the Metro Police?
Derpy, because they shooting at you. It's like, why would you have mercy? Somebody try to kill you. You'd be like,
okay, I pardon you. I forgive you for your sins. Well, then you put your back, you rotate yourself and you get shot in the back.
Monkey shot me in the back, but I have HIV. Crowbar take in hand and slap that Metro cop in head.
The Metro Police don't have another choice other than to execute orders. Otherwise, they'll be turned into stalkers. You want to be turned into a stalker? You want to keep having your rations and your privileges. You want to become a combined soldier?
Grab Freeman's ass and give it back to us.
That is the only thing you can do. One guy made Half-Life 1 VR for the Oculus Quest, says Winged Stardust. He also made Doom 3, and I'm waiting for Half-Life 2. Can't you play Half-Life 2 VR anyways? I mean, I've seen people play it in VR. All they do is just, it's like they're so fascinated in grabbing the cans. Yeah, it's like you grab a can, it's like, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like a stupid can. What are you? But I guess it's kind of exciting when you actually grab things with your hands, because then you can manipulate it. Yeah, the wrist, all these movements, you can't really do them in the game,
other than with the Garry's Mod fizz gun. Press E and move mouse like crazy.
Why is everybody eating pizza today?
It's like I have biscuits. I have biscuits. That is my pizza. Nom nom.
God damn, this biscuit is so dry and Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm enjoying this biscuit much than I thought I would. Okay, I ate the biscuit. Don't eat the dry biscuit. Drip some tea on it. Drip some honey on it. Drip some sugar on it. Drip some pasta on it. And eat it.
And it is beautiful biscuit.
And then it's not even a biscuit, you're just eating a whole bunch of sugar. The best VR I can do is a phone tap to my head and Wii remote. You know what I've been thinking, Mbump Man? Having a monitor half a meter away from you is kinda trash. Keeps falling down. What if you can strap something on your face? It doesn't even have to be VR. Wouldn't then you have total focus on your environment? Because I was playing CSGO, right? And the monitor is far away from me, and I'm able to see details that are unnecessary. It's like I see a fly, I see a rat moving on my desk, stuff like that. And it just takes away my focus.
And I'm like, I have to slap a rat, but I have to hold mouse because somebody can come around corner and I have to shoot them.
But the rat is coming close to my hand, it's gonna bite me. So if I just had this on my face, I wouldn't see the rat trying to bite me and everything will be alright. But no, you have to have VR that's responsive, this and that. Is there a VR that I can just slap on my face and stream the video signal to my face? That would be kind of cool. But just thinking about it, it's not that easy. You gonna put any crates? Or are you just doing a test run? How long is that damn test? Jeff is crazy. He's doing a test. 4 hours of rendering. Yes, okay. Gordon doesn't get any choice of where to go on his adventure. That's Maslin. Every NPC tells him where to go, and because Gordon can't speak, he can speak up for himself and tell them no. Maslin. Even if he says no, it doesn't matter. He has to do what he does in order to survive. You can't say no, you have to survive. That is the problem with this free will. It just doesn't exist. Because in the end, you have to do whatever it takes to bloody survive. So saying no doesn't change the fact you must fight for yourself. Kara says, I have many monitors and TVs in the basement. Come and check it out.
Caro is trying to lure me in basement. Oh my god. Let's rip, run. Basement dwellings. Caro, I need a VR in front of my eyes so I wouldn't see a rat trying to bite my finger. Is there something in basement of yours like that? If so, I am coming with a rocket, a big rocket. You see this rocket here underneath? I am fueling it up and coming.
I'm not sure why Ix-san wants to kill them all, but I guess he's part of the Combine.
Spy in chat.
And Bumpman says that many fangirls would like to get Marco into their basement. You're getting me even more paranoid in going into basements, Bumpman. It's like now I see basements in something as if like a dungeon. I don't see it as a basement. It's more like a damn dungeon. Isn't it a dungeon? It's a big ass dungeon, and dungeons have bad things in them, don't they? Not rats. Rats are a good thing in basements. They show you that nothing bad has been happening. If there is a rat, then nothing bad has happened to scare the rats away. That's how I see it. DJ asks, do you know about Black Mesa, the Half-Life 1 remake? Yep. Black Mesa. We compared Black Mesa with Half-Life 1. And if we discontinue the graphics, I'm not sure if it can offer that much more than Half-Life 1. Yeah, maybe the sound design. If we can just replace the sound design, it would be cool. But it wouldn't work that well. But yeah, Black Mesa is pretty cool overall.
So chat,
we have wrapped it up. I think we wrapped it up 20 minutes ago. And for as of now, it's just been
crazy stuff about basement rats and VR headsets and all the other kinds of things. Yes, he says, I am female persuasion. Persuading Markovas to go to basement. Markovas is scared of basement forever onwards. Now I only go to basement with shotgun, fully loaded, and a big bulky knife. Yes, that is my quest to survival.
What? What? Please shut up.
Why won't he shut up? It's been so long. Constant screaming. I've been trying to fall asleep, but sleep you never allow me because he keeps talking and screaming. I will take this chair and bash him over the head. I am tired and sick from this. I will leave. I will take the train to next country. But country borders have been disabled. I cannot access through anything.
Chat, I'm just looking around. Alright. My favorite part in Black Mesa was when the scientist was blown up by the beam. DJ, why was that your favorite part? You what, mate? Why does Marco talking about Black Mesa sound like a boomer? Because I'm old. Yeah, I might not be a boomer, but I sure as hell maybe feel like one. Because it's like all these things happened decades ago. Decades, maybe decades ago. And for me, it's been a long time. And I'm getting old, all right?
You'd be like, oh, look at yourself. Do you look old? Yes, I am getting old, chat. Okay, boomer, yes.
Rip. Marcus is now officially a boomer.
If only he had the wealth of a boomer. If life was so good. To be lucky. Boomer go, vroom vroom.
Winged Scientist says, honestly, I could talk about Half-Life for hours, but I don't feel like typing in all house. That is why you just type a little bit. And everything fits itself. And all that you didn't type. Those that know, figure it out.
Stonks! Less typing, but more.
It's like you put, with less, you put more.
Oi!
If you were rich, what would you buy? If you're asking what would I buy, it's more like what could I get to make things better for what I do. Yeah, because in the end, one doesn't need much.
I would get myself a race car and drive in shitty roads of my country.
Why would I do that? It's like, there is no point. At least for me. I don't need anything.
Markovas is humble. He just needs a place to live, something to eat, and that's it.
You could say healthcare. Fuck healthcare. Just buy healthcare when you need it. Though you don't really have a choice. You gotta buy it anyways. Free will, right?
I don't want to pay for healthcare now because I'm not using it.
I will pay for it when I'm using it.
Oh, it's like a joke's on you.
You pay it or you go to jail. Well, not go to jail, but probably they'll figure somehow to put you in jail. It's like, where's the free will, chat? You think you can just not pay the government anything? Doesn't work like that. You wanna live here?
You gotta pay your taxes, bro. You wanna have this? You gotta pay your taxes, bro. Oh, you need insurance, bro. This insurance, that insurance, bro.
And Bumpman asks,
Marco, can I give you a PaySafe card?
And Bumpman actually saw that, and I can't answer you yet because I am not sure how that works. First of all, is it a card? Is it a code? Is it a transaction? Is it what the F it is? I gotta figure it out, but if you have information, you can give it to me. But you know you don't have to do it. It's only if you want to give with your heart.
So we can keep doing what we are doing.
But otherwise, it's like, I don't know how this damn PlaySafe cards work.
Indulge me.
Come play Raid Half-Life Legends.
Enjoy the Half-Life or Raid Half-Life Legends.
They could have done that also. Half-Life. Imagine if G-Man was the final boss in Half-Life 1. He kind of was. No, he was. Dr. Falk. G-Man was the final boss. You had a decision. You join him or you fight him. That was the boss fight. This was it. You pretty much fought G-Man then. You just didn't see it as a boss fight. But you did fight him. You need to put a deposit via Western Union first. So, is it like a ledger or something? I mean, like an online bank, whatever the F. So you put a deposit in this PaySafe card, but you can't exactly withdraw it, can you? G-Man should be the final boss in Half-Life 3. He transforms into a more powerful Nihilan or something. You know what would be fun is that you actually fight some crazy being as a boss. And the point is G-Man tries to kill you. But since he's unsuccessful, and with the Vortigaunts' help, you manage to not only defeat that alien, humongous thing that you defeat, because fighting humongous things is pretty cool. Everybody likes to fight big monsters. It just feels like an incredible thing. It just does. If you fight a little soldier and you just kill the soldier and it takes you half a minute, what's the point?
Dark Souls. Make boss big, stonks.
And so you fight that thing, and G-Man screws up because you're alive. And the Vortigaunts manage to stop him from being able to retreat. So instead of killing him, you take him as a prisoner. Why would you fight G? Do you think G-Man is actually powerful physically? He's powerful because he can teleport and move across dimensions. But physically, I don't think he actually deals with stuff physically. And if you've got the Vortigaunts to stop him and imprison him, that would be pretty damn cool. What if there was a Half-Life MMORPG? That would be crazy. But yeah, just think about it. an extended universe with Half-Life turning into an MMORPG. Just like World of Warcraft. Can you just think about how much things can be put together? Experiences, storylines. It's pretty crazy. I'm not talking about Fallout 76, that failure of a game, but something similar. Actually, yeah, something similar. Just not on these trash proportions of failure. A magnitude of a devastating earthquake, which has been like the unfinished game it is. If you like to fight big monsters, play Doom. Oh, I've played Doom. And I fought the big monsters. Big is always good. That sounded wrong. But the context, you know it, or it's like, go back on my words, you find the context. Radical, my man, how you doing? We just finished. It's like we already made the conclusion. We're just talking here, having a friendly chat about wife. Wife is wife. Dun 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 dun. Copyright. Oh oh. I brought something through Western Union. The bloke never claimed the money, as the office was a dodgy area. Bessie, why would you send somebody to the Western Union office where it's a dodgy area? He thought it was trick. He thought he was gonna get mugged here. Of course he's not gonna go claim it. Rip. It is like sending person to a strange basement in the middle of nowhere. Or industrial area. Please come industrial area in basement. We will show you best here. And I'm like going there and it's like just random people and it's dark and smells of chemicals. Is this going to be my last day on Earth? Like physically as well? Like my existence? Is this it? Pretty much what my thinking process was. I genuinely went to such a place. I'm not sure why I keep going to these basement places, but well, I haven't for quite a while, so maybe I will go again. Return to the what? Return to monkey. It's like Markovas keeps returning to monkey. It's an endless return to the monkey. What are you talking about, Marco? You just talked about your wife, Karen, who took the kids from... Well, it's like a man grows old and things happen and it's like just... The pain, the soul has to unravel itself. It's like you've got a rolled up carpet and you have to unroll the carpet. And suddenly there's a skeleton in the carpet and you're like, what have my grandparents been doing with these carpets for all these years? Have they been in the profession they were lying to me about? Stuff like that. Why was there a damn skeleton in carpet? Pretty much a good question. Chad, there wasn't... I haven't actually found a skeleton in a damn carpet, if that's what you're thinking, okay? Oi, calm down. Wings, yes, if you think about it, nobody has free will, especially me. That's why I'm a rebel. Winged, if you're a rebel, it doesn't mean you have free will. You're just trying to go against the concept of free will, to prove that there is free will. But by going against it, you are in a way kind of proving yet again that you don't have free will, because that concept is driving your decision. That concept of wanting to prove that there is just proves that you don't. Yeah? So, it's just about finding the best path that works. It doesn't matter what it is. So long as it works and is positive. That's it. Just like Freeman. He fought through all kinds of garbage. And finally, in Epistle 3, he found freedom. Even if that freedom wasn't exactly freedom, for him, it was what he desired. Like, finally. Yeah, but winged Stardust, that's not an issue, don't worry. Free will, whatever. It's about getting things done. That's it. Free will, what does it matter? It's just interesting to talk about. And in finality, we reach the conclusion that there is none. We actually reached it before that. But for those who are coming from the pizza break, free will, there is not such thing. It's illusion. That's it. Do you want more explanation? Explanation. I don't have the free will to give explanation. Free will is choosing what you want to do. Hemp man. You choose what you want to do based upon what you know and your surroundings. So that is why we say that there is no free will. Because you don't exactly choose. Your choice can be predicted. And if it can be predicted, how is it free will? If you will do something and I predict that you're going to do it because I know how you think, because I know what you do, what you've been through, then your free will is just a routine, a predictable routine. How is it free? And that's what I'm saying, that it doesn't matter that it does not matter whether you have free will or not. It just matters that you get things done and just you move forward in a positive direction. That's all. It's like, oh, I want to have free will, or oh, I don't want to not have free will. It doesn't matter. Just like Freeman. Survive, live. Just like the other people. Keep going. Climb up the stars. But I'm repeating myself, and repeating myself leads me to want to go to basement. As long as you get things done. Yes, Joseph? Exactly. So long as that's not involved in luring people into their basements and taking their stuff. This isn't The Walking Dead, and stop taking their stuff! Freeman does not live up to his name, says Walter Bennett. He does in Epistle 3. Something that never got released as official, but in the hearts of Half-Life fans is official. The dude 907 says, what about Porto? What about Porto? Caroline has free will. Grab Caroline and throw her in big machine. Yes, she doesn't have free will either. Alright, chat. I think we wrapped it up. Nihilant noise. Yeah. Kind of been already an hour. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream and that we have found something positive from this conversation, discussion, whatever it has been. In the end, we figured that it doesn't matter and that he doesn't really have free will. That mostly just like neither we do, but so what? So what? We, Bessie, don't say these blasphemy. Bessie gives forth a blasphemy. I do not accept blasphemy here. I will run away. What will next stream be? Next stream could be, I don't know. Let's see. I guess I am very susceptible to suggestions, like any stream. So if you got any suggestions, go ahead. I already have quite some suggestions, but now is the time. Now is the time. Now it's like with every hit, my monitor goes down. So throw some suggestions. I will think about them, maybe grab a few, and we will have another stream. Hopefully I'll manage to get the highlights fast enough. Put them up tomorrow from this stream. And yeah, I mean, I could play a game, but not today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But actually I got good news about the Discord. I actually managed to stream with full audio. Both microphone and in-game. Of course, the visual quality is kind of garbage, but it works. And you'd be like, Markovas, what do you mean by that? Oh, we'll see. We will see. So whoever hasn't joined, well, what's the point of joining, right? Now, does Hagrid use kitchen roll instead of toilet? What the fuck? Hagrid... I don't know. I think he just uses big shirts. Huh? What? He just uses a big lump of wood, yes, Mr. Jeb. And that's how he does it. Where he does it, I don't want to know. How exactly, I don't want to know. But maybe everyone else is interested about how Hagrid does it. Next stream, how Hagrid does it. A lump of wood, kitchen roll, or toilet paper. It is now time. Stop recording. Yes, yes. Oh, sir, would you like to get 100 kilograms of Lentius for the price of such a big chat? It's a good 100 kilograms of Lentius for such a price. You have to come to this basement. Yes, I am going to chat. I'm going to basement right now. Let's go.